Dear students, today I am going to teach an important topic, that is a metal. Before telling metals, I am going to tell first element. My dear students, understand element. Firstly, understand element. Now I am going to explain so that you can understand more about the element. Here I am writing element. Element. Elements are pure substances made up of only one kind of atom, such that the element of gold, understand, gold, this is gold, is a element, and the symbol of the gold is Au. The symbol of gold is Au. And another element is iron. Symbol is Fe. Next, you can understand another element which is very familiar, hydrogen. Understand, whose symbol is H. Hydrogen. Symbol is H. Another element I name carbon. 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 Whose symbol is C. Carbon. Understand? These are elements, and elements are made up of only one kind of atom. Here gold is made up of only gold atom. That symbol is Au. Iron is made up of only iron atom, whose symbol is Fe. Hydrogen element is made up of hydrogen atom. Carbon element is made up of carbon atom. And these elements. Arsenic is a element, As. Arsenic. Antimony these are many elements. Antimony, helium, neon. These are elements. Out of these, we are seeing that elements are made up of only one kind of atom. Understand, my dear students. Elements are broadly divided into metals, non-metals, metallites, and noble gas element. Today's topic, I will elaborate metal. Understand? I will discuss more about of the metal. Just you understanding, gold, iron are metal. Hydrogen is carbon and non-metal. Arsenic, antimony, these are metallite. Helium, neon, these are noble gas element. But out of these all, I will discuss more about the metal today. Now, my dear students, understand metals. Today's topic is metals. My dear students, metals are elements which are generally hard and solid. They are malleable, ductiles, sonorous, lustrous, and high tensile strength. The elements which have all these properties are known as a metals. I will discuss all these metals property one by one. Here, first I told hard solids. Generally metals are hard solid. Understand? You know very well. Matter or substance are found in that three states: solid, liquid and gases. And all metals generally are found in the hard solid. Exceptionally, mercury is found in the liquid state, and sodium and potassium, mercury, liquid state, liquid, mercury is found in the liquid state. Sodium, potassium, these two are not very hard metals. These metals are soft. Sodium symbol Na. My dear students, you know very well the sodium of symbol is Na and the symbol of potassium is K. These are in the solid state, but these sodium and potassium are not very hard metals. They are soft and can be cut easily with the knife. Understand? These two can be cut easily with the knife. And mercury is found in the liquid state. And generally, except these, all metals are hard solids. So this is the hardness property of the metal. Now I am going to explain another properties. Luster. My dear students, all of you know, generally metals are luster. It means have shiny surface. You have seen at your home or any other places, newly cut metals is seen as a shiny, very shiny. This property is known as a lustrous property of metals. Next property is first hard solid, luster, or you can say lustrous. First property. Second property, this lustrous. Third, malleable. Malleability. It means malleable property is known as a malleability. Now I am going to explain about the malleability. My dear students, under this property of metal, malleability. Malleability is a property by which metals can be converted into very thin sheet as like paper by hammering metals again and again. You have seen on the shop of blacksmith spreading the metals. Blacksmith have keep the metal on hard substance and hammer again and again. You have seen just metals spread as a thin sheet, just like a paper. Gold also on hammering spread very thin sheet. It means any substance which can be spread as a very thin sheet is known as a malleable, and the property of this substance changing into very thin sheet on hammering again and again is known as a malleability. My dear students, some of you know about some examples of malleable metals, just like gold, silver, iron, aluminum. When these metals are struck with the hammer again and again, these metals do not crack, do not change into fine particles. These metal is spread in the form of very thin sheet. Understand? Hence we say these metal as a malleable. My dear students, I am going to tell you another important property of the metal, that is a ductility. Understand? I will explain ductility very well. Understand? If you be very sincere to listen me, you can understand the property ductility. Now, my dear students, see the property of ductility. Here, ductility. Okay, I'm going to explain the properties of ductility. Ductility is the property of metal by virtue of that metals can be drawn into very thin wire as possible. You have seen in your daily life the wire of silver, wire of copper, wire of aluminum. This is because metals are ductile in nature. If metals will not be ductile, we cannot get this type of wires. Understand? So, from this, I explained the ductility. Ductility is the property by virtue of that metals can be converted into very thin wire. My dear students, you have to know the examples of ductile metals. Iron, Fe. Iron is a ductile because iron also can be changed into the wire. Copper, Cu. The symbol is Cu. Copper is also ductile metals. Aluminium, the symbol is Al. The symbol is Al. It is also ductile because we can convert this metal aluminium into thin as we can do a thin wire. Gold, Au. The symbol is the symbol of gold is Au. It also can be changes into very thin wire. silver Ag. The symbol of silver Ag. So these metals as examples, these are ductiles. Understand? And they have the property of ductility. Understand? I'm going to teach you next other property of metal, conductivity. My dear students, you have to understand very well and very clearly the property of conductivity. Conductivity. Here, next property is conductivity. Understand? Conductivity is also the properties of metals. My dear students, in this property of conductivity, electric and heat can be passed through the metals. This phenomenon is known as a conductivity. My dear students, here is a very clear-cut picture about the conductivity. If anything is conductors, that will conduct heat and electricity. Conduct means from that material, electric and heat can transmit from one place to another. This is known as a conductivity. And the substance from which electric current and heat can pass, they are known as a conductor. Understand? They are known as a conductor. And the phenomenon of passing electricity and heat is known as a conductivity. So, you can understand metals are generally good conductor of heat and electricity. Exceptionally, sodium, potassium cannot conduct. Tungsten, bismuth is also very poor conductors. But metals are generally good conductor of heat and electricity. Tungsten, my dear students, all of you have seen in your life the bulb. Earlier we used to glow in our homes that bears a filament. That filament is made up of tungsten. Being poor conductor, tungsten rigid in the way of fluency of electrons. So, in the loss of current, tungstens just get heated and so much heated and just start to glow. Understand? So you have seen tungsten in the filament of bulb. Bismuth also is a very poor conductor. It means bismuth cannot conduct heat and electricity. So this is the basic property of metals, conductivity, that can conduct electric current as well as heat through itself. My dear students, now I am going to tell you another important property that is known as a tensile strength. Tensile strength. Tensile strength is a property by virtue of it metal can withstand a lot of weight. Understand? Metal can withstand a lot of weight. It means metal can bear a lot of weight. If you want to try to bend iron rod or any other metals, we have to exert more pressure in comparison to non-metal. My dear student, suppose one iron rod is just is penetrated into the wall, and we can hang on the other end very easily. This rod can withstand the weight of us. So we say that metals have the property to withstand lot of force, lot of weight. This property of metals is known as a tensile strength. Understand? Just when we turn the steel rod, when we turn the iron rod, this take much force because tensile strength. So my dear students, all of you have understood this property tensile this property tensile strength. 6 tensile strength. Tensile strength, this is also very good, very important property, tensile strength. Now I am going to tell just about the density. My dear students, all of you know about the density. Density of substance tells us that how much mass of the substance is contained in the unit volume of that substance. Understand? It means unit volume of any substance, how much mass have. This is known as a density. My dear students, metals generally have high density. It means we can understand it understand. Just they cannot be compressed very easily. They are hard solid. So the metals have very high density. Understand? We can understand density of metal is higher than others. Suppose we take 1 liter of water and in the similar another part 1 liter of iron fillings. We will notice in both the situation 1 liter of iron will be heavier than 1 liter of water. By this very good examples, we can understand iron have high density than water. My dear students, and I advise you, I suggest you read the chapter metal and non-metal, in which the properties of metals are given. If any problem comes in the way of understanding the properties of metals, you comment down in the comment sections. I will explain your problem very well. Thank you very much, and God have you healthy in all ways.